Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. The Bengals come into today's matchup wanting to find a way to walk out of the stadium with win number 5 on the season. It's the Browns going up against the Bengals.
Larry, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. Come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll make it a second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. Space to maneuver at the 40. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 11 more on that one and another first down. Looked like man coverage able to read it there on the outside for the completion. That'll be something to track as the game goes along here.
It certainly will, and there's so many different ways that they will try to figure out whether they're in man or zone. Sometimes you'll run a guy in motion to see if someone runs with him. Other times you'll empty out the backfield, spread it out, and see if everyone comes out and matches up. In any event, anytime you see man coverage, you tell your guys you got to win those matchups, because if you do, you'll get the football and probably for a nice game.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make this a second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down.
Here we go now.
They'll drop to throw. And the third down pass falls incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. And not great starting field position here for the offense. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
We talk about setting a tone or beginning a drive. That run was absolutely textbook. I'm telling you, partner, now they're not just thinking about an easy drive. They're thinking about maybe taking it downfield.
Yeah, started at their 2. Now they've got a heavy amount of breathing room. On play action, they'll throw. And got his man complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. That one goes for 36 yards. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They're going to look to throw. That's complete to John Ross. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. We were just talking about him pregame. 3 tackles for a loss. Last week you thought he looked so explosive on film. Starting off good there. Another one in the first quarter.
He's every bit of what you described. And I don't want to make it too simplistic, but right now for him, it's see ball, get ball. And that's what he's doing really, really well. He's doing it in the offense's backfield.
He'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now they try the right side here. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, if for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
Back to throw here. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 4 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here it's third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of
pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime.
Let's go. Green, 39.
Now back to throw. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And this seemingly endless drive continues. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room that if you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Second down, 9 yards to go. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Looking to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the 1st.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Throwing the out route and complete. It's Horton. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Horton. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. As they run the counter play. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Going to throw right side here, complete. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
And
now here's a carry heading left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Back to throw. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. Johnson, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Ross. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 24 yards. They go play action here on first down. And his throw here's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Throw now on 2nd and 10. And they can't bring him down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Brandon Cooks, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Back to throw now on first down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. And that was really just a great battle for that football on both sides. The result is a touchdown.
Ordinarily, I'd like to say it was a win-win, but it really wasn't because the defender, while he was there with excellent coverage, he didn't get the benefit, did he?
But he's not going to get chewed up in film session, will
No,
he?
he was right there. They'll tell him, okay, of course you need to knock the ball away, but they won't be too upset with him. He did his job for the most part.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals getting set to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle, complete. That's Johnson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. He'll look to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. Now the Bengals on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. He'll look to throw. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now look at 56. Over! Now let's go. Please. Over. No. Check. Patriot.
They'll set up to throw. He gets it to Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
All right, here we go.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Watch it now, Barney.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Detroit!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now, the Bengals on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
All right, here we go. 3-19. Detroit! Check three. Detroit! No. Check. Patriot.
They'll look to throw here. And he's going to go down again. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, this is the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. Shift together here from the D-line. Now a handoff here to his running back. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Back line it up, Detroit! No, check,
Now they'll run it on the toss. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12.
All right, here we go. Detroit! Check 26. Detroit!
They'll drop to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. 23 yards on the play.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. They'll set up a throw, and it'll be 2nd and 11. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It'll be a gain of 6, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Let's go.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Myles Garrett in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
Here we go now. Blue Niners.
They'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. And the Bengals on third down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 14. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he pulls his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And he puts it through. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. 2nd down following the incompletion. He'll drop to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It'll be a gain of 9, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why we just saw shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
They get 9 yards there, and they get a 1st down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. They're going to look to throw. Escaping, and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
The gun. They'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. There he goes left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Browns have moved out in front. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers.
All right, here we go. Over. No. Check. Blue 90. Watch him now, Barney.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And Cooks hands it over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A gain of 32 that time. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Watch him now, Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get it to the 40. He broke a tackle there, but couldn't get much further. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. This is 3rd and 9. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Halfback sent in motion. Now back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now let's go.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
And the Bengals on third down. They've been flat getting it done, 8 for 9 to this point. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And a big hit. Knocked down sideways at the 18-yard line.
That defensive front four has been very good. They've just not let the running game get going, have they?
Not at all. In fact, the entire offense just looking a little bit out of sync in this one.
Yeah, sometimes this is why coaches like forward-down defensive linemen, they feel like they can cover more ground when defending the run.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. And now we're all even. Brand new ball game, tie game.
In a sense, you're starting over. Tie ball game, everyone's back to even, back to equal.
And now the kick is blocked. This is going the other. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, 5. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Browns getting set to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Here we go now.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Carl Lawson in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Back to throw. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Ross. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now a handoff as they run left side. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now. Three, like that.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, the 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. So they were in field goal range, chance to go to overtime, got greedy going for the win. Do you think maybe on the sideline they felt compelled to go for that win?
Sometimes that's what happens because as a head coach, you have to take the pulse of your team. You have to know where you are and how they're feeling. And maybe he thought, we've got to win it right now. Overtime, we might not have anything left for that. So maybe that's why they went for it and pressed it.
Unfortunately, it backfired. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 23 yards on the play. First down now, but that clock rolling. Looking to throw. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And I think the Browns got it. They did.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They run the counter now on first down. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
As they run the counter play. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. Now they'll run it on the toss. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Well, I know at points in this when you want to